What's up, guys? I'm back, and I decided I would tell you guys the story of when I got my dip taken away, my previous Copenhagen wintergreen can. So that's what I'm gonna do. Oh, maybe not. Wow, that one was angry too. Alright, well, it started off, I went to Phoenix and I bought a log of natural and 2 cans of Copenhagen wintergreen. Thank goodness I had 2 because I wouldn't have this right here if I didn't have 2. So it's gonna have to be like this, I think, because I cannot see anything. Actually, I have a plan. Alright, so like I say, I went to Phoenix and I bought some dip. And then I came back down to where I live, or up, you should say. I came back to my place, and then one day, here, is this the best lighting? Yep. And then one day I was getting some chew in the house, which I probably shouldn't have been doing, but decided to take a dip, and my grandpa was around. My little sister said that he was taking a nap, and I'm like, okay. So I waited a little while, and then I cracked open my Copenhagen wintergreen can. So let's say that this is my can. Let's say that this is the one he took away from me. And I had it open and I was running my fingers through it because I'd never had this dip before. And I'm like, my precious. I didn't want to lose it, so I was kind of being a little quick about it, and I was about to grab a pinch when he walked in my room and he starts talking to Shay. So I hid it behind, so it was like this. And then I had it up here, but then I put it back here. And that looked pretty suspicious, I realize now. I probably should have just dropped it on the floor. Probably would have worked better. But I didn't. So he's like, what's in your hand? And I'm like, nothing, I'm just chilling. He's like, don't lie to me, boy, I'm not stupid. And I'm like, okay. And then I take it out, thinking he'll be cool about it, because my Uncle Chris, who died when he was 16, he chewed Copenhagen long cut, you know. And so I expected him to be a little cool about it. But no, he freaked out. So he yelled at me for a long time, and then he took it away. And I'll probably show you guys later where the can sits now, but he dumped it empty. A full can of Copenhagen wintergreen, and he dumped it. Like, what's his problem? But yeah, I lost that can, but thankfully I've got this one. But today, as you can see, I've got this white gym shirt on and a hat. And my shoes are all dirty. These are pretty expensive shoes for me, and I got them all messed up. So I'm a little unhappy about that. But I'm going to try and clean them off when I get to the house. Don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'll try and find a way. But I've been out here since, I don't know, I think it was 8:30. I set an alarm for 6:15 in the morning because I wanted to get up early, so I'd have more time to work and then more time to slack off. But I ended up sleeping past the bell, you know. Like, the alarm was going off, and then I turned it off, and I'm laying down with my eyes closed. I'm like, I gotta wake up. I gotta get up. And then I stand up, and I'm like, wait, Shay's awake. What? And I look at my phone. Apparently, the moment that I laid down, I fell asleep again. Which isn't so surprising for me, but I mean, I didn't even stay up very late last night. I only stood up till like 1 in the morning. But, I mean, wow. I mean, I fell asleep. As soon as I put my head on that pillow, I fell asleep. To me, it only felt like I was laying down for 10 seconds. In reality, I laid down for about 2 hours. So I messed that up. But, the reason I've got my dip like this is so that I could go in the house without her noticing. It's not real noticeable. A little bit, but not real. I love to watch people that have never chewed before chew, especially when it's grizzly wintergreen. I watched a video yesterday. These kids had a can of grizzly wintergreen, and one kid had gone through like half of the can already, but he was letting his friend try it, and there's 3 people there, and apparently the one that was holding the camera had already tried it, and they were having this other little kid do it. He put such a small pinch in, and he held all his spit until he was ready to completely spit the wad out. I'm like, that's not how you chew. Even I knew that when I was beginning. Not beginning anymore. I wouldn't be able to have all this in if I wasn't brand new to this crap. That reminds me. This is my dip tower. Now, in this shoebox, it's a cheap shoebox, but in the shoebox, I have a shoebox, which just came undone and all my craps. So you'll probably be able to tell my preferred dip from this video. I don't really say that I have a favorite because I really don't. But when I'm on budget, there is one that I do prefer. And I'm going to set that up here real quick. Alright. So I'm going to put this dip into a tower where it's stacked a little bit and you can see the names, and then I'll turn the camera back on and I'll have a dip tower up here. Alright, so there's a crazy maniac killer bee in my fort right now. I was halfway set up and then he helped himself in and he's buzzing like a maniac, so I don't know. I think it's like a killer bee. I don't know, but it doesn't seem as though he wants to leave me alone because he keeps flying around me. And if you know me, you know I'm afraid of those things. Pretty much all bugs. Even if a little fruit fly lands on me, I startle and then smack it. That's how much of a wuss I am.